What's up everybody, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040 in the house, bringing to you a brand new awesome yet crazy theory. And it's been a while since I've done any new theory videos for this series. In fact, it's been well over 5 months since I've done anything, so I figured what better way than to come back with a bang for this series than by talking about my theory on how I think Barry Allen of the DC Extended Universe could meet Batman 89 of the Tim Burton movies. So sit back, relax, and let's get right into it. Let's talk about my theory on how I think Barry Allen meets Batman 89. Ever since it was announced that Michael Keaton was going to be returning to the role of Batman for this Flash movie, there has been a lot of speculation about what kind of role Michael Keaton's Batman will play in this upcoming Flash movie. Now, there has been a lot of speculation that the Flash movie is essentially going to be Flashpoint, and it's going to help reset the DC Extended Universe from scratch. But I truly believe that the caliber of someone like Michael Keaton, who played Batman in the first 2 Batman movies between 89 to 92, both were directed by Tim Burton, and in my opinion quite possibly the 2 best Batman films ever. I truly believe that Michael Keaton isn't just coming back for a one-off cameo. I believe that his Batman will play a very big part in the Flash's solo movie. So here is my thoughts on how I think his Batman could play a big role in the Flash movie. Now, what I would have happen is, obviously, Barry Allen's mother gets killed by the Reverse Flash. We all know that story very, very well. And Barry Allen, in a fit of rage and emotional despair, runs after the Reverse Flash at super speed, and he runs so fast that he literally runs back in time and ends up teleporting to another Earth, which is Earth 89, and we would see the Flash in the Batcave thinking that it belongs to his Batman, who we all know is going to be played by Ben Affleck, but in reality this Batcave that Barry Allen has teleported to belongs to Bruce Wayne of Earth 89, who is played by Michael Keaton. So what I would have is, you could have Bruce Wayne of Earth 89 just come out of the shadows and learn that this Bruce Wayne has been living as a recluse for many years. So I'm taking little bits of elements of Batman Beyond, Kingdom Come, and a bit of Flashpoint here and there, and we're just going to mesh them all together. So Barry Allen could ask this Bruce Wayne, "Who the hell are you?" And he could say, "I'm Bruce Wayne. Who the hell are you?" And Flash could say, "I'm Barry Allen." And Bruce could say, "Barry Allen? That's impossible. How could you be Barry Allen? And how the hell did you get here?" And Flash could explain, "Well, the thing is, you see, it's kind of hard to explain, you know, Eobard Thawne murdered my mother. I was chasing after him because I was so angry, and the next thing I know, everything just, there was this bright light, and before I know it, I'm in the Batcave, but it doesn't look like the Batcave I've been to. So, will you help me, Batman, find Eobard Thawne?" And Bruce could say, "Who? I think you've got me confused here with someone else. You see, Barry Allen, or as you call yourself, the Flash, he's been missing for years." And you could have Barry say, "What do you mean missing? But I'm right here." No. Listen, kid, you've travelled back in time, but where your here is not here, if that makes sense. What do you mean? Let me show you. And then you could see Bruce Wayne could show Barry Allen a newspaper article of the Flash going missing. And you could have Bruce Wayne explain to Barry Allen that, you see, a long time ago when I was Batman, we had a team and we called ourselves the Justice League. And Barry could say, really? That's funny because we have a team like that on our Earth. And Bruce could explain that, well, basically what happened was there was this crisis and the Flash, our Flash that is, he disappeared shortly after, and he's been missing ever since. And we looked everywhere for him and there's been no sign of him whatsoever. And Barry could say, is it possible that your Flash may have sacrificed himself? And Bruce could say, who knows really, but I haven't seen Barry Allen for years. And Barry could ask him, why aren't you Batman? I mean, you look so old, says Bruce. And then you could explain on this Earth, because what I would have is this Earth, in terms of the timeline wise, carries on from the two Tim Burton movies. So there's little bits of influence of Batman Beyond and little bits of Kingdom Come, as I said earlier. And you could have Bruce explain to Barry, you see, when you've been fighting crime as long as I have, age does eventually catch up to you, and you do suffer injuries along the way. And one night I was out and I run into a thug, no one special, he wasn't the Joker or the Penguin or anything like that. He was just some punk with a gun, and I collapsed and I had a heart attack, and I had to pull a gun to basically protect myself. And I couldn't live with the fact that the very weapon that was used to kill my parents, I had to use it to basically save myself from dying in a fight. And I vowed never to put on the Batsuit ever again. And Barry could say, that's why. So how long have you not been Batman? And Bruce could say, I don't know, 28 years. And the reason why I say 28 years is because that was the last time we saw Michael Keaton in the role of Batman. So I would say after that time he's been retired from crime fighting. And Bruce could also explain that I've lost everyone. Alfred's gone, Selina Kyle's gone, I lost everything, and I haven't been the same really. So I've just been living here in the cave, just keeping an eye on day-to-day activity in Gotham. But to be honest really, kid, I haven't touched a cape and cowl in years, and I've got no intention of ever wearing that thing again. And Barry could say, well look, I need to find Eobard Thawne. He's the key to helping me get off this Earth. And will you help me? What about the others? What about Diana? What about Arthur? And Bruce could say, you've got to be kidding me. Arthur and Diana hate each other. That's one of the reasons why our Justice League disbanded, because after you disappeared, Superman sold himself out to the government, and Arthur and Diana ended up at each other's throats, and they're about to go to war. And Barry could say, no, this is wrong. This doesn't happen, not like this. I said, okay, I'll tell you what. Help me find Eobard Thawne, and I'll help you stop Diana and Arthur from killing each other. But I can't do that with Bruce Wayne's help. I need Batman's help, because I truly believe, I don't think a heart attack or a gun would slow you down. Come on, you're the Batman. And you could have Bruce say, I was Batman. I said, well look, just one time only. What do you say? Help me out. Put on the Batsuit one last time. If you're not going to do it for me, do it for Selina and do it for Alfred. and you could have Bruce look up at the suit and say, "Fine, I'll help you. But I'll help you get off this earth. But this is one time only, kid. And if this all goes wrong, it's all on you. Got it?" And Barry says, "You won't regret it, sir. Please, don't call me that. This makes me feel goddamn old." Right then, let's get to it. And then the next thing we would see is Bruce Wayne in the classic Batman 89 costume that we all know and love. And they look at each other, and Bruce says, "You sure about this, kid?" And Barry says, "I've never been sure of anything in my life." And Bruce could say, "You know, my Flash, he's not like you, you know. He's more sure of himself. He knows what to do. I don't know, really. You don't seem too sure of yourself." And Barry says, "Look, as I told my Batman once, I'm not really much of a fighter. I just push a couple of guys and run away." And Bruce could say, "That's not going to help you here. Come on, I'll teach you how to fight. But then after that, if anything happens to me, you're on your own." And Bruce could say, "So, you time travelled to my Earth. Is there a way we could time travel back to your Earth and find your Batman to help us out?" And Barry says, "It's possible, but you know, me getting here wasn't planned, it was just by accident." And Bruce says, "Well, I've got just the thing. A long time ago, my teammates and I faced a villain called Kronos, and he was messing time. And he had this device where he was able to bounce around to different worlds. So I think with a few tinkerings here and there, I could get this device to work, and we could go to your Earth and pick up your Batman to help us out. What do you say?" Barry says, "Okay, it's worth a shot. I'll have to tap into the Speed Force to get us there." And Bruce could say, "You do what's best, kid. I trust you, and believe me, I haven't trusted anyone in 28 years, so count yourself lucky." And the next thing you know, you could have Earth 89 Batman and Barry Allen teleport to Earth 1, and that's where the two Batmen would meet each other in a scene very similar to how old Bruce met young Batman with Terry McGinnis in the middle back in the Justice League Unlimited series. And you could have Barry says, "Not sure if you two have met already, but Batman meet Batman." And instead of having both Batmen saying "not now," just like in the Justice League Unlimited animated series, I would probably just have these two Batmen just stare each other down and have them work together to try and stop time from being erased, really. And instead of Thomas Wayne being the one who pulls the trigger on Eobard Thawne, I would probably have Michael Keaton's Batman being the one to do that. And as time is being erased and everything is being wiped out of existence, I would have that Batman's last words to Barry be, "Run, Barry, run, fix all of this and reset everything." And then you could have Barry just run at full speed, and as a result of him going back in time, that resets the entire DC extended universe from scratch. And that's pretty much my theory on how I think Barry Allen could meet Batman 89 and the kind of role that Batman could play in the upcoming Flash movie. So I'm going to wrap this up now. What's your thoughts on this? Is this something you would like to see in the Flash movie, or how do you think things could play out? Would you like to see them play out in a different way? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I will see all of you next time. So until then, take care everybody, and stay safe.